Good morning and welcome all traders to VTCtraders.com. This is Jeff Killian. We're looking for the possibilities of the market now turn back around to the downside for the short. It's 10:03 a.m. on 7/13/2020. A valid probe has been made below the preferred entry area on the downside. Oddly enough, the overall smart money bias market training call on our end was to be long today. So as a professional, when this happens, what we need to understand is that if we are going to go short, because the real-time trade setup is a true high probability trade setup to the downside, we're still going to trade the minimum contracts because across the board, it's a higher risk category trade, even though in real time, we have a goal. So we don't want to leave any money on the table and we want to be able to take off whatever we can, but we need to be prudent. The key to longevity is risk mitigation. It's not the winning trades, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. It is risk mitigation, and this will never change. So we don't have the follow through yet, but we have the possibility of that where the market has traded up and down 2 times so far. If this picks up to the point where we have a follow through to the downside, we will trade this move short. And if the market decides to move up and we get through the preferred entry long, we will trade long today. So in essence, a lot of traders have already been short below that 1 minute level at 26108, but we're not, as you can see. It's not just identifying what to trade with, it's identifying with what not to trade. Let's stop the recording and pick it up if and when something comes our way. Okay, we're back. The time is now 10:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're looking for the possibility of the long trade coming in here. I don't want to flay in the end of the workspace yet. The extra market timing course is geared to first and foremostly put a stamp on the current state of the U.S. market's bias for the current session, whether you're trading ETFs, stocks, futures. It doesn't matter. We need to know what our overall bias for the current session is so we know whether we would prefer to trade long or short. Ours is definitely long. We've had a couple of shakeouts to the bottom here so far. And as mentioned earlier, no trades taken since market opening. So at this juncture, the preferred entry is just above the 1 minute level at 26211. And prices trade up. You'll see resistance turn to support in real time. That's a custom indicator we use here. The target is largely to the upside here at 26280. That's 26280 for an incredible move that could take place. AOD, MFI, CMF, CO is all up fairly strong. So I would imagine that if we're going to get a move out of program trading, which we're just about out of right now, and get uniformity, a lot of volume comes in, all our custom indicators identify with that volume as being institutional money. See, like here, look at that. And that means we will take this trade to the upside under the pretense that prices will follow through. We're just about there. Looking to buy 6 long, 15s, 5s, 1 minute fit, 50 MA. The probe is valid. A lot of traders are already in, but we're not because we don't know whether this is a shakeout or a probe for future directional price movement just yet. It is still a probe because this bar is not closed. A couple of shorts just came in. It's really right about this time right now that we're looking for substantial volume to come in order to get through, power through, and follow through to the target. Let's take it. Under the pretense that the additional volume will come through. 10:12 a.m. Eastern, 7/13/2020. Copy that. Level 2, stand out above the market. 2 ticks. Okay, let's have it. Send it in, stamp it out. Fifteen's fives, fit now back up. Dark number's gone. 2 big buys just in. Okay. Two more, 30, 20. Copy that. (10:14 a.m. 7/13/2020). YM your contract month 9/20. 6 contracts long. If I see any more weakness here, I might get out and lock this in. BTC COM still holding. 5/15 is good. Okay. Good. Good. I'd like to take that off. It looks like we may not get to the incremental at 26280.
Order filled.
$400 locked in. A short trade this morning. The prices may continue to trade to the upside. However, the hold time could be exceedingly longer. I have not seen the intense institutional volume coming in that I wanted to see. So if you're a longer-term real-time trader, knowing that these prices could turn back around to the downside where the SMI is ready to cross here in the overbought zone, that's your choice. What we teach here first is to lock in a profit. I want to get into real quick the end of day bias, our call for this morning, and why it was to the long side and why we never traded short. Here's the Chaikin money flow long-term indicator right here to the upside after the down move here. So the bias for the session is to the up on that indicator itself. End of day chart up to the real-time MFI as well. Okay, so between even the short-term and the long-term institutional smart money trackers, clearly, if we were going to trade long, today was the day to consider that. I mean, my minimum contract sizing was 6, so there we have it. And that's the reason for the large part of the bias for today. The Expert Market Timing course starts today at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That course is specifically geared to do exactly what we did this morning on the right side of the market and real-time trade selection down the road with a little more training behind you. I would like to see if I can get that in here for a moment. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This is what we're looking at. So I'd like to thank everyone for being with us today. The time is now 10:17 a.m. on 7/13/2020. This is Jeff Killian for the VTC, and we'll see you at the Expert Market Timing course beginning today at 12:15. Thank you for being with us.